Welcome back to Come and Talk It. And now here's Michael Cargill.
All right, we're back, and we're going to talk about some of these new laws that are going into effect around the country today, January the 1st. All right, so you have California. Well, now California is going to allow for someone to sue firearm manufacturers. So as a result of AB 1594, victims of gun violence, along with local prosecutors and the state attorney general, will gain the right to sue firearms manufacturers for the damage their weapons caused following a number of mass shootings across the U.S. in 2022. Now, gun rights activists have argued this legislation undermines the Second Amendment. But, here's it's a danger. This is dangerous territory, because if you say, okay, someone uses a gun to commit a crime or, kill X amount of people, you're actually going to go after the manufacturer of the firearm instead of the person. I know you're going to go after the person, but they're focusing on the manufacturer of the firearm themselves. So what do you do when someone like that 4th of July, when the guy up in, Wisconsin, jumped in the vehicle and ran over, during that parade?
Yeah, we're gonna sue the car
So do we
manufacturer.
go to the car manufacturer, sue the car manufacturer for the damage that vehicle caused, during that parade? That's a very dangerous road that they're traveling.
What about liquor, beer? All the
Ooh,
people that drunk drive and kill other people. What
yeah,
about cigarettes?
ooh, yeah. Yeah, stick to the alcohol. I mean, like New Year's Eve. There were several accidents on the roads, that I saw, on my phone that popped up, and several people were pinned in a vehicle. So what do we do? The driver was intoxicated. If that's true, then do we go after the manufacturer, of the vehicle, because they cause damage to people, and also alcohol. You go to the who made
Uh-huh.
the alcohol?
Alcohol. Also, don't know if you guys are aware, but there are more children that die every year from lawnmower accidents than die in school shootings.
Really?
Yes.
So what do you do in that case? Do
So do
we
you sue craftsmen as well?
Right? That's a dangerous path. It really is. Very dangerous path. Um,
It's just basically a de facto way to limit the Second Amendment, because what's going to happen is there's going to be a shooting. Some criminal is going to use a gun in an evil act and kill people. And then uh, there's going to be a lawsuit against the gun manufacturer and bankrupt them, right?
yeah.
And so what California is doing is trying to, instead of actually passing laws to undermine the Second Amendment directly, they're doing it through, uh, you know, financial means, basically trying to bankrupt these companies with these lawsuits.
Mm, mm. Very, very. I don't. That's a very, very dangerous road they're traveling there, because I can definitely see something like that, making its way up, and oh man,
Yeah,
that's
and we
that's
have the
crazy.
Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act,
Right,
the PLCAA, and that was meant to protect firearms manufacturers from being held liable
right.
when somebody uses their gun in a shooting.
And then in New York is doing something similar where they open up, a few years back, where they can sue the gun dealer, manufacturer, and all that stuff. If a gun is Even if the gun was sold in a different state and winds up in New York, they actually can sue the dealer, the manufacturer, for whatever damages that gun caused or whatever.
Yeah, and what if somebody 3D prints a gun? Then do you get to sue the 3D printer maker or the person who makes the plastic that goes into the 3D printer, right?
Right. Yeah.